Good morning, students. So today we will be discuss the fifth chapter of the class 7, that is named, the name is acid, base and the salt. So in the previous class we had discussed about the what are the acid, what are the base, and how we classify the strength, or how we classify the nature of the substance by using a chemical substance, and that was known the indicator. And then after we classify the indicators into the natural indicators and then synthetic indicators. But today class we will be discuss about the acid and base with some common examples, and then we will discuss the salt, and then what are the neutralization process. So we start here. Acid, we classify them into the two groups. We know that the acid are those substances which are shown in test. So acid, we classify them into the two groups. One is the organic acid, second one is the mineral acid. Organic acid are those acids which we generally extract from the natural substances. That is known as the organic acid, like the acetic acid, formic acid, ascorbic acid, citric acid, lactic acid, tartaric acid, and oxalic acid. If we try to find out the acetic acid source is, we know acetic acid is present in the vinegar. Okay, vinegar is also known the sirka in Hindi, and the formic acid is present in the ant stings. Ant stings, scorpion stings, they contains the acid, and the name is formic acid. Ascorbic acid is also known as the vitamin C, and vitamin C is present in which? In the citrus fruit. Okay, citrus fruits, those fruits which nature is citrus, or which taste is citrus, I mean sour. Citric acid, this is also present in the citrus fruits. Citrus fruits, those fruits which are sour in taste, like lemon, orange. So both are present in the ascorbic acid and citric acid, both present in the citrus fruit, but the nature of both are different. Lactic acid are generally present in the curd, and the tartaric acid is present in the tamarind. Tamarind is also known as the imli, and oxalic acid is also present. Oxalic acid is present in the spinach. Okay, and we know that the organic acids has a natural substances source. But if we talk about the mineral acids, they generally construct into the industries. They generally made into the industries. They will not be found in any natural substances. And sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid, nitric acid are the examples of this. And if we compare the strength of the both mineral acid and the organic acid, we will find the mineral acid is highly acidic comparative to the organic acid. They are weak acid and they are high acid, strong acid. Okay, so that is the nature of the mineral and the organic acid. If we see the next is the topic of the a common phenomena of the acid, that is known the acid rain. What are the acid rain? We know the fuel is burning in the vehicles, in some industries, and these fuel is converted into which reactions and which gases? We already discussed in the last chapters. When fuel is burned, it will be converted into the some carbon dioxide, it will be converted into some sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxides. So okay, so these are gas generally cause the pollutions in airs. So we can say these are the air pollution gases, and they are formed when a fuel is burned, like those pollutions which we get from the vehicles, industries, and any other wastes. Okay, so when these gas is involved in this atmospheres, so definitely it will be absorbed by the clouds, and clouds had a small tiny droplets, and these tiny drop will be react with these gases, like the H2 molecules that is present in the clouds, and the carbon dioxides will be formed into the carbonic acid, and sulfur dioxide will be formed into the sulfuric acid, and similarly nitrogen dioxide will be formed into the nitric acids. So during the precipitation, yani ki during the rain formations from the clouds, these acid is also included. Okay, so when this acid is increased in those waters, they increase the acidity of the rain waters, and these is the known as acid rains when it fall on the earth's surface. So I think you get the meaning of the acid rains, those rains which contain some acidity, and these acidity is generally caused by the pollutant gas. When these pollutant gas is connect or they are react with the some water, they will be converted to the acids, and they also have a acidic natures. And generally acid rains are the first or second or maybe third rains of the season of the monsoon. Okay, so generally we say that the uh, first second rain of the monsoon is the highly acidic. We don't have to bath in there. So why? Because they are the highly acidic natures, and it also affect in human beings, also aquatic animals and some stone buildings. How it will be affect the aquatic animals? We know that is the waters, and when the water is the mixed with the rain waters, pond waters, so the acidity of this water will be increased, and that it will be affect on the survivals of their babies. Like there are some aquatic animals, and those babies they will not be able to adopt those conditions. If the acidity of the water will be increased, they will be get the difficulty in the respiration, they will be get the difficulty into adopt these conditions. Okay, so this is also affect on the aquatic animals, and it is also affect on the plants. Like plants, if we give the acidic water to the plants, definitely it will be damaged, it will be uh, damaged, completely damaged. Okay, why? Because it will not be absorb the good quantity foods, it will not be absorb the good amount of the waters, and if there are the acidic waters, so definitely it will be affect the growth of the plants. And it also affect on the some building materials or building stone buildings like the Taj Mahal. We take the common example, Taj Mahal. We know the Taj Mahal is the made up of the white marbles, and when the acid rains are fall on this Taj Mahal, there are white marbles, and the acid rains contain some acid. So it means the acid will be react with the stones, and this is the white marbles. So white marbles, when they react with the acid, there are some kind of the corrosions. There are some kind of the, we can say, a rusting process. A dirty surface will be formed on this surface, white marble surface. So the shining of this white marble will be disappeared by the acid rain. So just for the reshine, just for the shining, we spend a lot of money just for the shining of this white marbles. So I think you get how it affect on the Taj Mahals. Okay, so every year the Indian government spend a lot of money to just for the shine, just for the clean the white marbles. Okay, it will be shine, and it will attract the tourist. Now, if we talk about the base, we take some common example of the base like sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide. They are generally usually used in the making of soap. We know soap is a base, and sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate is used in the making of detergent. Detergent is also a base. Ammonium hydroxide is also used as a cleaning agent. So it is used into the window cleaner or floor cleaners. Okay. So what we see the common in these bases? Base are generally those substances, or we can say base are generally used in the cleaning agent, like window cleaner, floor cleaners, detergent, soap. All these are the cleaning substances. So I think you get the meaning of the bases, and we also know the acid and base both are the opposite in the nature. And what will be happen when we add the both substances? If we add the both acid and the base, acid and base. When we add the acid and base, they neutralize, or we can say they they neutralize the each other effect. Okay, so acid and base both have a opposite effect, or both have a opposite strength. So when we will add the both substances, they will be neutralized to each other effects. So acid and base, they will be neutralized and they will be formed into the salt plus water. Salt is a neutral substances. Okay, neutral substances, acid and base, they will be formed into the salt plus water. These reactions is known as a neutralization, because the both substance become the neutral, acid as well as base, after this reactions. Salt is a neutral substances. Okay, so when they will become the neutral, they will be known as the neutralizations, and in this neutralizations we get the salt formations or salt. Okay, so for example, if we take hydrochloric acid, hydrochloric acid with sodium hydroxide base, hydrochloric acid, okay, this is the acid, sodium hydroxide is the base, so they will be formed into the sodium chloride plus water. So when we use these acid with these base, they will be formed into the sodium chloride and water. And sodium chloride is generally, or we know that it is also known as a common salt. Okay, we use it in our kitchens, in our food substance, just we call the namak. Okay, sodium chlorides. So I think you get the meanings, how we prepare a common salt and what are the neutralization process. When we add the acid and base, they will be formed in a neutralization reactions. And now we will be discuss about what are the benefit or what are the applications of this neutralization process in everyday life. Okay. So there we will be discuss the two. First is the common we see in everyday life, that is known the indigestions. Okay, neutralizations in everyday life. So that is a kind of the applications. First is the indigestions, and we also call these acidity. Okay. And we know that our stomach is produce hydrochloric acid just for the digestion of foods. So when sometimes it is produced in the some high quantity, the HCl or the hydrochloric acid is produced in the high quantity, that is the cause is known as the acidity. The acidic strength or acidic quantity is increased in our stomachs. So we will call, or we will say, that is the acidity, or it is also known as the indigestions. Then what we will do in the cure of these situations? Definitely there are the acidic strength are increased. So we will use a base just for neutralize these reactions, or we call the base as also antacid. Okay, antacid is also known as the base. So just neutralize the acidity in our stomach, we will use the base, and these are the common, generally common base. We use a baking soda. Baking soda is able to eating, it is a eating substance. Okay, so we can generally use the baking soda. And in the second case, suppose in ant stings or in the scorpion stings, that is also the cause of the acidity. There are also increase the acidic natures. So where in this case there is also we use a base just for relievance, that is also the antacid, and we also use the baking soda in these case. Okay, so in this case we will also use the baking soda, that is the base. So there, what are the happening in there? There is also the neutralization process. We are just neutralizing the effect of acid. There are in the stomach, there are where the anti-stings. So I think you understand what we have discussed today. If you have any questions, you can ask. Okay.